Hey Scorpio, welcome. Time for your June General Reading. Ooh, time to make a decision, huh, Scorpio? Anyway, this is General Reading for all you Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. And a lot of times with these general readings, sometimes what happens is little different messages may filter through. So keep that in mind. Boy, there's definitely a decision that has to be made. When I see twos, we have two twos, it makes me think that it has to do with your partner and the direction you're going to move in. You know, because right now, you know, you're pretending that you're very happy, but you're not. I mean, you know, this is a pretend element. I mean, you're trying to, you know, make it work, but you're just not feeling it. And then over here you come out as your overall energy with this Two of Wands. So, you know, I see you looking at possibly going in another direction. And maybe one that you just didn't see, that you moving in it, and now there you go. But, you know, decision time. Decision time. Oh, wow. So, you know, you're involved, I feel, with somebody who you might be codependent with. Maybe financially they take care of you. This could be somebody who is at work. You might be involved with somebody at work. But it's just not working out for you. I just don't see, you know, this is what this decision is about. I mean, things are just right now, you're not in love with where you are. So I feel like you want to make another move, you know, but, you know, options are very limited right now. I mean, we're not very transient, and, you know, where do we want to go? And it costs a lot of money to, you know, make some big changes. So I think that's where you are right now. You know, I do know that with this card coming out is that you're not going to be put in a position that I feel like is a hardship. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like if you're going to do this, there's a way to do this so that you're not feeling left out in the cold and, you know, now you're trying to make things happen with no money, you know, that kind of thing. So I get this sense that, you know, you're going to be very, very, very smart about, you know, all the steps that you're going to start to take. Now, in the realm of love, because we do have some cards of love here, there is appearing to be someone who is watching you from afar. You may not know. It could be a fire sign, could be an air sign. I think it's one of these things that in the past, you may have avoided this person in the past because they're not necessarily anybody you would want to hook up with. That's a funny message, isn't it? Anyway, your overall energy comes out as the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is an interesting little message. I do feel like there is definitely somebody, this King of Wands, like they're stalking you. You know, somehow they're watching you in some capacity, whether it's through your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, whatever, you know, some kind of social media, maybe through friends, you know, like, hey, what's she doing? But I do see them sneaking around because they're watching to see what your decision's going to be. So I feel like this is somebody who knows you. You know, somehow they know you because, of course, they got your social contact, but yeah. They're just waiting to see what you're going to do. So out comes the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Wands reversed. Both of them. Ooh, that Queen of Swords, when she's reversed, that's pretty nasty energy. So you might be involved with somebody, and it could be this King of Wands. I mean, this King of Wands doesn't necessarily need to be a lover. It could be an ex-lover, but I just feel like there was a lot of anger between the two of you. And it's one of those things I get the feeling you don't even want to look at them, whoever this person is, because of what they did. But they're still watching you. So this could be your ex. And they're waiting because I feel like they're waiting for you, you know, to like make a mistake or like to make a misstep. Like they're waiting for you to let your guard down. I get the sense that it's not a good, you know, it's like it's not good energy. It's like they're waiting to trip you up somehow. So I don't know what you've got going on with your ex or somebody who has something against you, but I feel like, you know, they're like in a wait and see mode, but they do want to trip you up. So just be aware of that. You know, chances are you know who that is. All right, so here, out we come with the 10 of Wands and the World. So I think you're done. I think the worst is over, honestly, whatever is going on in your life. That's why you're at this point. It's like you're no longer willing to put up with the way things have been. And I think you're at that point where if, you know, this means, you know, walking away and being done and closing this door, that, you know, you're thinking about it. You're definitely thinking about it. It's like you don't want to carry that burden anymore. But there's this person in your life, you know, because this King of Wands, you know, I can't help but think that by the end of the month, they're going to want to come back and make you some kind of an offer that, you know, it's not genuine. I do think, though, that you know better because you're very intuitive. You know, you're one of the most psychic signs of the zodiac. So I think you're okay. I just want you to be aware that that's what I see, that this person could come back and try to make amends, but you know how this will go. They're not going to make you happy. If anything, they'll keep you from really moving on. You know, so right now I think you've set a course of action and, you know, you're really thinking about it. And you know, it may take just this little push where you learn something, you run into this person, you find out that they're watching you. Because I think they don't want to see you go away, even though you're really thinking about it. Yeah. You'll be all right. You come out with the 6 of Wands. You'll be all right. But again, this person who wants to, you know, offer you something, it's just like, it is just not genuine. You know them. You know, that's probably why you've avoided them in the past. But sometimes, you know, it's like they have these secret obsessions and then all of a sudden you find out that they've had this secret obsession about you. That's what I feel like this. It's that kind of an energy and you're like, oh, no, no, no. But out comes the Queen of Wands with the King of Cups reversed. See, I see you as not going there. You know, it's like you're not even going to look at this guy. It's like they're going to try to make you an offer. And I think you are confident enough. You are in your space. You are in control. I think you're clear that that's not what you want. That's not what you want. And you're going to make a decision that's really good. I mean, look, this is a solid, like, when you make your decision, that it's going to be the right decision. So just know that, you know, you're okay. You know, meanwhile, back at the ranch, this whole thing about this relationship and, oh, we can make it work. I mean, I get the feeling it's an ex or, you know, somebody does not want you to move on. No, they don't want you to move on. You know, even though things are all shaky, they'd rather have it shaky than have you leave. But you leave. You know, Scorpio, you got to keep going. You just got to keep going. Yeah, so, I mean, you might have to really open up and, you know, just really kind of fight your way through it. But, I mean, this is one of those things you cannot commit to. And I think you know that. It's like you can't go back. You can only go forward, right? Can't go back. And, you know, a lot of people don't like people who move on. Because that's brave. That's courageous. Ooh. See how those pop just right out? Yeah, I mean, this relationship, I mean, it was riddled with a lot of issues. Just because two people have a connection doesn't mean you're supposed to be together. You know what I mean? And this one had a lot of jealousy attached to it. There was a lot of mistrust. I mean, it was like you couldn't go left, you couldn't go right, you know. So now it's time to heal from that kind of an energy. Maybe step back and just take some time for yourself and don't rush into anything else, you know, until you feel good about yourself, you know, because I feel like this was this was like a fight, because, you know, this is somebody who is on, you know, equal level with you. You know, so, you know, the two of you, when it went down between the two of you, I think it was really intense. Because, like I say, you know, you were on the same level. So, it's like two wrestlers on a wrestling match when they're evenly matched. And that's how you guys were, your energy. So, you know, even though you're connected, you know, it's like this energy of like the mistrust, the jealousy, the anger. I think there was a lot of pettiness. I mean, there was just a lot that just was not good about the relationship. So, yeah, you're at that point where we make a decision and you're not willing, you know, to let anything stop you. Not even people trying to guilt you, because that could also happen during this month of June. You know, don't let people guilt you. You know, stand up for who you are and the direction that you're moving in. All right, that's what I've got for you, Libra. So, Libra, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, who am I reading for? Anyway, Scorpio, that's what I've got for you. You might be a Libra-Scorpio cusp. This might apply to both. So go back and look at the Libra reading. That might help. And yeah, I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye.